Yo, what is up, guys? Silverleafeon here back again with another deck profile right now. So then we got Reshiram right here. So this could be my own version of Reshiram before, of course, the rotation. I did fix the post-rotation thing because I did realize that that deck is not post-rotation, because if it was, it wouldn't have most of the cards in there, or at least some of them. So I did fix that for those of you guys who are wondering about that. That was my bad. But anyway, um, I also want to thank you guys before we get started for the 200 subs that we've gotten so far. So you guys are killing it so far. We're growing slowly but surely. I got some Twitch stuff going on right now as well. So if you guys want to join that, I stream at 1 o'clock in the morning. Uh, and I live in Washington, so that's like West Coast. So for those of you guys who want to watch that, I do, Sword Art, I do, Need for Speed, Pokemon, all that stuff. So if you guys want to join in on that, then go ahead and just go down to my description that I'm going to have down there, and you'll be able to see that. But moving on, that's all I wanted to say with that. But time to get back into the deck profile. This deck is a little bit outdated. Um, I don't know. This is me personally just working with what I have here. So let's get started. So first, of course, we're playing a 4 line of Reshiram. Uh, the what do you call it? The deck that I've seen, at least a lot of deck profiles, is not running for these. I don't know why. That's just me though. Me personally, like to run forward because it makes sure that I'm able to get it out when I need to and all that stuff. But yeah, four of these is what we're running here. Next, we're running, of course, the 4 Volcanion. The new card that came out with this deck. Flare starter, really good if you go first or second, because, you get to search energy out of your deck and put them onto your Pokemon. Just set up a Flare Strike. So, really nice. Next up, as our Pokemon, we got Charizard Skin and Victini Prism. Two really good support Pokemon. You got Brilliant Flare, we got Crimson Pillar, with, of course, the GX move being able to get 5 basic energy cards from our discard pile into our Pokemon anywhere I like, which is really, really helpful. And of course, you got Victini Prism Star, which is the same thing, but puts them back into the deck and does damage. So, not bad there. And that's pretty much all the Pokemon we are running there. Not running that many Pokemon. This deck is pretty centralized around Reshiram and Charizard. You guys might have your little takes on that. You could talk about that in the comments. But moving on to our supporters that we're playing in the deck. We are playing a 4 line of Welder. Obviously, this is pretty standard for fire decks in general. For those of you guys who don't know what this card does, you can attach 2 fire energy cards from your hand to one of your Pokemon. If you do, draw 3. Really, really insane card to have in these decks. Next, we're also playing a 2 line of Cynthia. I was playing 3 before, but I decided to play 2 mostly because we got a lot of supporters in this deck that can help draw his cards. So, really, really didn't need to play 3, but 2 is definitely enough for the time being. And at least until rotation happens, then I'll have to take these out and everything. You know. But anyways, next we're also playing a 2 line of Green Exploration, so we could be able to make sure that we get our trainer cards that we need here. We're also playing a 2 line of Cynthia and Caitlyn here, so you get to get a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand, and then be able to discard a card and draw 3, so not bad there. And then we're also, last but not least, playing 1 line of Mallow and Lana for also the switch option, and on top of that, the option to discard 2 other cards from our hand and heal some damage off. Moving over, we are playing as our items. We got 4 line of Pokegear to be able to make sure that we're able to get into our welders and all that good stuff. We're also playing a 4 line of Quick Ball to make sure that we're able to get our Pokemon out. Really, really cool card here to be able to search with. Been really helpful. We're also playing a 3 line of Fire Crystal here so that we can make sure that we get the energy out of our discard pile and then put them into our hands so we could do some welder combos with that. Yeah. Yeah. And then we're also playing a 2 line of Pikarom. It's faster. Reshiram takes a little bit of time to get started, so that's the one thing with Pikarom for it doesn't take that long to get started compared to Reshiram, at least right now anyway. But moving on, we're also playing the 2 line of Switch, so that we'll be able to switch in and out with the Reshiram and be able to continuously be able to get our attacks off. And then we're also playing a 2 line of Great Catcher here, so this is going to be a really good card to be able to also help discard energy, so that we can be able to get him back with Fire Crystal, pull some plays off with that, or be able to bring him back using Victini. and then also be able to swap out our opponent's Pokemon and be able to take some knockouts there. I would be playing Bosses Warriors, but I just haven't done any yet, and those things are expensive as well, so I'm trying to wait until I pull some. But if we do get Bosses Warrior, I'll probably have to rearrange the deck, especially after rotation. But moving on, we're also playing a 2-line of reset stamps just in case our opponent gets right ahead. I was talking about it earlier in the video where Pikaroms are definitely a lot faster when it comes to a prize race, especially now with all the support it has. So just in case your opponent gets really ahead, reset stamp can really help you out there. And then move it over, we're also playing a 2-line Vitality Band. Speaking of Pikarom, we are playing this mostly to counter Pikarom because, as you know, Reshiram and Charizard does 230 damage, so it can't one-hit KO Pikarom by itself. So if we attach these, then it will do the trick. And the best part about it is there's no field blow or anything, so these will most likely be staying on your Pokemon. And then last but not least, we're also playing a 2-line Attack Call, and we're also playing a 1-line of Pow Pad to be able to make sure we're also able to get back, supporters like Welder, or get back supporters like Cynthia and Caitlyn, or whatever we need, Malon, all that good stuff. And then moving over to our stadiums, we're playing a 3-line of Giant Hearth and a 1-line of Heat Factory. I was playing Power Plant before, but I decided to take it out because I had too many stadiums in the deck that I didn't use, especially in certain decks. So I decided to stay with Giant Hearth and Heat Factory. After rotation, we'll see what happens, but for now, this is what we got. And then last but not least, we are playing 14-line of Fire Energy. I was playing 12 before, but you need to make sure that you're able to get your energy out there. So 14 is probably the best number that you can get for this deck. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments down below, please put them there. I'll definitely enjoy the feedback. But without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed. And this could be Evolutionary Beast signing out. Peace, and I'll see you guys again.